We are catching you up on headlines you may have missed this week, starting with the war in Ukraine. Tonight, Russian forces are launching a series of new attacks across the country. Just outside Kyiv, satellite images indicate Russia's military was abandoning the Antonov airport, which they captured on the first day of the war back in February. The Pentagon announced this week an additional $300 million in security assistance is headed to Ukraine. This latest package includes equipment like drones, tanks, and ammo. Pope Francis is considering a trip to Ukraine. On a flight to Malta, a reporter asked the Pope if he was considering visiting Kyiv. After a long pause, the Pope said, quote, "Yes, it's on the table." Former Republican vice presidential nominee Sarah Palin is running for Congress. Palin previously served as Alaska's governor. She made the announcement Friday. She will be running to fill the state's lone U.S. House seat after the death of longtime Congressman Don Young. Legislation to decriminalize and legalize cannabis at the federal level has now passed the House. It's called the MORE Act, and it would provide the regulation and taxation of legal cannabis sales. It would also clear federal marijuana convictions dating back to 1971. Here's the thing. Federally decriminalizing marijuana would not end the majority of cannabis convictions, but it would end conflicts between state and federal law in states that have loosened pot restrictions. Days after he slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars, Will Smith has resigned from the Academy. In a statement, the actor said he has directly responded to the Academy's disciplinary hearing notice and will fully accept any consequences. The Academy accepted the resignation and says it still plans to move ahead with disciplinary proceedings. So, what does it mean to resign from the Academy? Smith will not be able to vote on next year's Oscars or participate in any other Academy events. He could still be nominated, though, because being a member is not a requirement.